Ah, this old scrapbook. I couldn't find it for a while. That's because I had wrapped it up properly and put it in a good place. A proper place, which is always a recipe for disaster. Alright, so it's all fallen apart. I don't care, really. Now, I have a strike against me on Cute Cat Faith for third-party content, so some of this stuff I'm just going to really skim over. But everything I show here, which is like photos or stuff, this was for PR and or whatever. It was given to me to share, like this old thing from the 70s of I'm not really into country music, but Gail Harding, who's still alive, very much alive, is one of my favorite country singers. And, I remember this. This is very fragile. It used to be pink. Ooh, it's all faded. It's Herman's Hermits. It's a little comic thing. It's a comic of She's a Must to Avoid. Gail, let's see. Oh, Jack Handy, Deep Thoughts. He became a co-producer for Saturday Night Live, and he asked me to join as a comedy writer in the early 90s, and I said no, I was having some problems then, but that was really nice. I forgot all about it, and then I found the letter on Saturday Night Live, letterhead, little note paper actually, and I thought, oh, how nice. And he gave me a copy of his Deep Thoughts book, or one of them. Maybe he's done more than one. He did very, very funny stuff. And his friend George Meyer, they did a magazine called Army Man, and they used to send it to me. George used to send it to me. George pretty much invented that Simpsons TV show based on the Matt Groening characters. Yeah, there's some Jack Handy stuff. Really nice person. Jack is a really nice person. So is George. I never actually met him. Oh yeah, here's my card for polyester. This is the scratch card, which I didn't scratch. And here's the press kits. They had a party at Interferon, I believe, in New York for the opening of this. Not my favorite John Waters movie, but it was nice to see something by him again. See him go a little bit more mainstream. Oh yeah, this is Montescudaio, Italy, 1981. I was there with Vittore Baroni, who was the guest artist of the day, and since I was there, I sort of was too. I showed them some bikini girls and talked and everything. That was wonderful. We got treated to a nice lunch in the only restaurant in the village. It didn't even have a sign on it. Its name was La Contessa, I think. We had rabbit and snails. There's an article about my mentor, Henry Alter. Rest in peace. There's a reading I gave when I had a different name. Lisa Bikini Girl Herskovitz, Bart Plantenga, and The Unbearables in New York. Crimes of the Beats. Okay. Some Kenny Scharf art. Oh, here's a nice thank you note from Gail Harding when she lived in Nashville. Okay. Oh, there she is again. And let's see. Oh, Kenny wrote on the back, I think. Oh, there's the Times Square show. Videotapes, Keith Haring and Kay Scharf. New York premiere from the city. Times Square show, 41st and Fashion Avenue, June 22nd, 1980 at midnight. That was a cool show. Okay. I'm sorry for the sniffles. This is a letter that Jim Kleinfelter gave me, and it's signed Jack Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, and it's dated January 14th, 1960. And little James Kleinfelter, whom I dubbed Dear Maniac later, had written to him and got that back. Oh, this is from Harry Everett Smith. And it's an IOU for $20. I didn't want it. And he signed it and everything. And it's on Breslin Hotel stationery. Oh, there goes my scrapbook. I knew that was going to happen. And it's taped down badly on the paper, but you can see there the Breslin Hotel. Dated April 20th, 1981. Let me see if I can pick this stuff up. Oh, this is just like acetates, or I forget what you call them, those old photocopy things of Jerry Boudreau. Wrote about Bikini Girl. Very nice person. Okay. Teenage and childhood artwork. How embarrassing. Oh, there's John Sex and Katie K. Oh, the sniffles, the sniffles. Oh, here's an ad for Bikini Girl. I did this with my roommate at the time, Paul Martin. Take stock in Bikini Girl. Subscribe, invest, contribute now. Here's the credit, Martin Schwartzbaum. I used to go by the name Dina Schwartzbaum. People thought that was actually a real person. I used to get invitations to things that nobody wanted Lisa to go to. They wanted Dina. Dina was hot. Okay. Oh, there's my membership at the Cavern. Oh, this is one of those bubble gums. This one is Judas Priest. You could buy these in the early 80s, I believe it was, in the USA. And there's bubble gum in there and a little collector mini. It looks like an album cover. Oh, here's my job description for when I worked at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. The job description, legal stenographer B, salary grade 6, job number 597, is dated January 1947, revised November 1954. And it says use typewriters, but they said, look, this is really, really old. And in fact, they tested me for the job by giving me a steno test, you know, which I did okay on. But nobody did steno anymore, really, in 1983. It's always been useful. I'm not sorry I know how to do it, Greg Shorthand, but they said, well, this is going to be updated soon. And it was, but this, you know, they were actually, in 1983, using word processors. And it's funny, you know, the format and everything. I saw documents, memos from the 1920s, and the paper was all yellowed, but they used the same format. The Fed was great. Oh yeah, there's JFK. And here's Ann Magnuson. I was so excited. She was in Making Mr. Right with John Malkovich. And I got invited to a party. Let's see. Oh, it was at the Saint on East 6th Street. Now, see, this is a good example of, you know, time goes by. Here's an art show curated by Ira A. That was Ira Abramowitz. And it was at Club 57. And we never put the years on these things. Rockets Red Glare, Peter Qualoff. And I see that I was in this group show with Meryl Aldighieri. And I know her here in Paris now. And I certainly didn't remember being in this show, which was called New Year's Resolutions. I don't remember what year this was. And, small world, I guess. Here's one of the things from Club 57. They would put these out every month to show you the schedule. In June. I'm trying to figure out what year this was from. See, I did this. This is Andy Warhol's vinyl with Ondine as a guest. I'd say this was 79. No, it might have been 1980. Really might have been 1980. Yeah. 57 varieties. Art exhibition. Nervous art night. An evening of neurotic doodling and disco. DJs. J. Caffeine. That was Gene Caffeine and A. Sarko, Anita Sarko. Okay. And here is a letter from Henry, my first fiancé, while he was in Payne Whitney Psychiatric Clinic. After a complete psychotic break, he was there for about 4 months, had a series of 20 shock treatments, complete amnesia. Oh, there's Sherry, and can never remember her last name. She did that Trots and Bonnie comic strip and a bunch of other stuff. And she had married Bruce J. Pascoe of the Washington Squares. And I couldn't go to their little bash after their simple wedding in Soho. I believe it was a simple wedding. But my brother from Ohio was in town, so I sent him, and I sent another friend, and I got a little thank you note. I had sent a wedding present. So, Bruce and Sherry. Bruce died of AIDS a few years later, and I guess Sherry moved back to the Pacific Northwest. I saw a clip of her recently. She seems fine. Ah, there's a postage stamp of Charles and Di. From London. I think that was from Johnny. Clear glassine envelope. And this is a photo or a drawing of... Oh, it's from one of those old, like, Police Gazette magazines, I think, from the 19th century. Of a woman whipping a man. Looks like a bordello scene or something. Okay. This is old. I let 'em all down. My country. My comrades. Venereal disease ward. Myself. What a sucker I've been. I let 'em all down. Moment of pleasure. Lifetime of regret. My future victory. World War II stuff. I cut that out of an old magazine. Oh, here's a postcard from my friend Peter, younger brother of my first fiancé. He spent a year in China as a student at Fudan University in Shanghai. And he sent me back cool stuff and brought me back cool stuff. I've still got my genuine Chairman Mao pin. And Shanghai was a lot different than he sent me a lot of photographs, money, stuff like that. Spent a year there. He said it was a horrible, barbaric place, but he took a train across the over to Siberia and across and everything at student rates, which were like, you know, $2. And it was very interesting. Oh, when I worked at Smith Barney, we did a weekly thing called Credit Market Comment. And since I'm an artist, they asked me to draw just like, we wouldn't be doing an issue because it was Christmas in 1986, so Happy New Year from Economics and Fixed Income Research. And I did this little cartoon of everybody who worked in the Fixed Income Research Department. Yay! Alright, this goes away. Now what is this? What is this old postcard? Oh! This is from Lauren Agnelli. And it's dated June 25th, 1987. And it's from someplace in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Best Western Woodsview Inn in West Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Postmark. She's thanking me for something. Oh, I've known her since the 70s. She's a very, very, very talented person. Done a lot of good stuff. And I hear she's doing fine. Oh, this is from the first time I bought gold. I think. Let's see. There's my name. There's my post office box. I bought 3 ounces of gold bullion with a minimum fineness of .99500. They told me where they were being held in depository, by Depository, Deke Pereira, Washington, September 20th, 1983. Okay. I had no trouble getting the ingots and coins and stuff. Oh, there's the original drawing that I did for that Smith Barney thing. Oh, yeah, I was a guest on Bart Plantenga's radio show on, what was it called? WFMU in East Orange, New Jersey, And then I was a substitute DJ for a while there later. That was fun. I did the bikini hour. Oh, I took the Orient Express in 1986 from London to Venice. And this is something I got. And you could order luxury things, you know, handbags and table glassware and stuff. Enamel boxes. You know, they put this in your compartment so that you could peruse it and spend more money. I think the trip cost about $1 a minute. It was really worth it. Leather goods, boxes, luggage. Neat. Okay. Really good trip. Really good trip. And I brought my own bottle of champagne. I just asked for a nice bucket. Okay. Oh, there's some of my cartoons about relationships. Okay. Here's some more stuff from the Orient Express. Here's a menu. This is for room service. See, if you got see, this is in French francs. So if you got, let's see, an apéritif, such as Campari or Martini Rouge or Pernod, it was 30 francs. You could figure that that was about, well, it was a lot. I want to say $15. No, that can't be. Well, let's say 5 francs to the dollar. Well, when I got there in 94, it was 5 francs to the dollar. Well, whatever. They had Gordon's or Beefeater gin. You could get a gin tonic. Vyborova vodka, bourbon, cognac, liqueurs, water, beer, wine. Champagne. Let's see, is there one here that I like? I lost my taste for Dom Pérignon pretty quickly. I'm not sure, but anyway, they're from 450 francs to 610 francs for a bottle. You can get foie gras, 70 grams for 180 francs. Beluga caviar for 350 francs. Some fruit for 45 francs. Some cheese. Some smoked salmon. Coffee, café au lait, hot chocolate, or tea, 15 francs. Gratuities are at your discretion. Okay. This is some more stuff about the Orient Express. We really liked it, and my husband at the time just loved it. Ooh, he loved it. Okay. Oh, and here's a menu for, let's see, when we had lunch. See, there were 2 trains. There was a train in England, and then we got off at Folkestone, I think, and took a first-class ferry across, and there was gambling and cognac and cigars and cigarettes, all free. And let's see, mushroom and parsley soup, roll of Scotch salmon stuffed with prawns and celery and mayonnaise, tuna, cucumber, and melon salad with special Venice Simplon Orient Express dressing, new potatoes and butter, orange and Cointreau profiterole with chocolate sauce, and coffee from Colombia. I remember the food was just great on that train. Very, very good. Okay. That looks like Lauren and Yellie's handwriting again. Let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, it's a Christmas card from the Washington Squares. And that looks like Lauren and Bruce J. Pascoe. And there's Tom Goodkind. 25th of January, 85. Okay, very nice. I'm glad I saved that. Here is an art show at Club 57 that my pal Jonathan Quinn, who did this work that I still have after all those years, did at Club 57, 20 artists. It was fun because you could curate a show there. It was no problem. Here's a letter from Sen Kwang Chi. He died in the 90s of AIDS. He was very, very nice. Great photographer. And he lent me some photos to use in... I used to write for a magazine in Milan, Italy, a fashion magazine called Artist. And I did a column called Qui New York, and I wrote in Italian, and I thought I was hot shit. What I didn't understand was that they thought I was very funny because my Italian was grammatically correct, but I had no grasp of the idiom, so I was saying unintentionally sexy things. So they were just goofing on me, so that's why I was popular over there. He asked for the photos back and stuff. Here's a page from Details. It's a little bit soiled because I had it taped to various refrigerators in my various New York apartments over the years. I just like that hairstyle. I used to get Details for free for years and years. Annie Flanders, I guess, had me on the comp list. That was nice. Now, here is And They Are Against the Art Strike. This was funny. I remember I had this on my refrigerator in one of my Brooklyn apartments for years. Outsiders, 18%. Want race and sex equality. Working class, 50% smoke, drink heavily. Keen on green, in the mail art. There's the Life's a Party group, the Safety Seekers, Authoritarian, Graying Youth. Up here is Young Moderates, and the New Moralists. Okay. Institute for Research in Neoism. Cologne, West Germany. That's where it came from. Okay. There's Bikini Girl again. Oh, this is funny. Oh, November 7th, 1984. I had this amazing coworker. He was a long-term temp when I worked for W.P. Carey, investment banking. And I worked there in 83 through 85. And he ended the assignment, and he just said all of this nasty stuff here that was really true. And this, he left copies of these all over the place, and it was just like really, it was a scandal. I was trying so hard not to laugh, but I'm sure that they knew that I thought it was very funny. I saved some reviews. I never saved tear sheets or anything, or really examples of my writing or artwork. It's very, very rare. Some reviews of my stuff. Bikini Girl. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is Adweek mentioned me in an article. See, I used to do a lot of stuff with Wet Magazine. Tom Zito. Okay. Oh, there's another copy of it. Oh, yeah. This is one of those music zines. The Offense. The Human Switchboard. This is old. 1982, it says. March 11th. I got mentioned in here. There we go. Oh, this is nice. This is from Fetish Times. They did a really nice full-page review of my art and stuff, and my bondage modeling, and that's nice. There's some more stuff about me. From Ohio, Randy Payton. I wonder what happened to him. Okay. Oh, yeah, the LA Star. Okay. See the punk style of this stuff? So's Your Dada. Architects by Very Randy. Okay, there I am. Keep using that picture again and again. Okay, there's the Wet Magazine thing again. Oh, here's a contact sheet of my bondage movie, which is on YouTube, Lisa in Bondage. And this is a contact sheet of a party I had at the Plaza Hotel. It was like an outlaw party. People got invitations. They knew the date and the place, but they had to call a secret number to hear a recording to get the room number. And I had Renata Norcia and some other nice young lady playing Bartok duets on violin or viola. And I had flowers and Astor wine, sent stuff up. Somebody made a postcard of me. This is about UFOs. I like UFOs. Oh, here's a bunch of little ad postcards for Bikini Girl. There's Liz Renee. Here you are, snuggle up under Nana's coat and take a nap. Is this a wolf coat, Nana? Darlings, it's the kind of fur you get from a wolf after you tame him. Okay. Oh, this was Jim Kleinfelter made this. This was an invitation to a party he wanted me to have, and I didn't want to have it. So I shared the party space with my former roommate 2 floors above, John Moser, May 25th, 1985, 8 p.m., in the 2 apartments. How many men knew her phone number? And he did this. Adopto-dad. His father committed suicide. I knew we should have raised Pomeranians. Adopto-mom. Well, at least there are 3 normal children in the family. He's from Akron, so there's a lot of tires in his stuff, and he did, and I guess maybe still does. White Wall of Sound magazine. Now, there's a bunch of photos from Club 57. I'm not sure, they're for Robin Schanzenbach. I've never had any problem with showing them before with credit, but I don't want problems with YouTube. Bob Carruthers took that picture. That's me on Henry Jones's roof on East 9th Street. I think. Was that 10th Street? Maybe it was 256 East 10th Street. I don't remember. It was either 9th Street or 10th Street, and I was drinking a beer, and... Ooh, excuse me. And Bob took a picture of me. It's a slide. It's a Xerox blown up from a slide. Oh, mail from my parents. God knows what's in here. Oh, clippings. People died. My father died. Okay. All the nasty letters my parents sent me. Oh, all the things they promised. I should really have bound them all and published them. At least copied them and sent them a nice bound book of them, because they always denied everything. There's a contact sheet. There's pictures I took of Diana Torberina. I'm still in touch with her. And Lech Kowalski. And here's a guy who paid me to tie him up and take some pictures of him. Oh, that's Chris Stamey. It was a record release party. There's Lauren Agnelli. Oh, there's Ivy of the Cramps. Okay. Here's some Bikini Girls. There's one. Here's one. There were only 50 of these made. Here's one. Oh, this was a nice issue. This had a plain cover, although I usually signed it Dina Schwartzbaum here. And see, it's got a sound sheet in it. It's got an entire novel by Lynn Tillman in here. I did the typesetting for this. She couldn't get anybody. This is the only image in the issue. She couldn't get anybody to publish her book Weird Fucks, so I said, I'll publish it. I'll typeset it. You correct the galleys, and I'll print it. I'll publish it. And her payment was, I think she got like 100 copies of this, and I paid to have envelopes and stiffeners so that she could mail them around to promote her writing, and she became a big writer, like a big girl. Pocket Guide to Women, articles by Bernie Jolson and stuff, and letters, and that's Bikini Girl. And here's another Bikini Girl. Ooh, this is just about the only one I have left of this issue, see? And this one has a red flexi sheet in it, flexi disc of the Führers. These always sold out. I took these to Rough Trade in London in 1980, and they bought every one I had. Just paid cash, no problem. They bought some others that didn't have records in them, but they liked the ones with records. William S. Burroughs at the Mud Club, and it was just people I knew. There's Animal X. I just found out her real name is Chris Lundy. And let's see, Lower East Side Living. This is from that Mexican crime thing, Alarma, Monster Movie Club, East Village. Michael Musto. He wrote an article, An Interview with a Boot. There he is, interviewing the boot. right. Quentin Crisp's autograph. It's the second one I got. I lost the first one. And this is from my first trip to England, and I was in Brampton and Halt Whistle, and I saved a lot of stuff. But it's interesting because you can see the prices that you paid. Like this was 1980 at the Tarn End Hotel, which was very nice. Telkin Tarn, Brampton. Telephone Brampton 2340. Dinner, bed and breakfast was £19.92. Luncheon was £5.70. Dinner was £8.20, and they also had a la carte. It was a nice place. Mile Castle Inn in Halt Whistle. I believe we had, oh yes, we had red deer and roe deer. And it looks as though it came to £19.43 for my father and I on May 15th, 1980. Now, I want to show you a menu. I thought it was in here. Oh, well, it'll turn up. From the East Village. 1970s prices for food. Camargue horses, I love them. Just different stuff from people. The Basil Street Hotel. I stayed there 3 times. I loved it. Room rate, £37. Oh, that was a nice room, too. It was one of the ones up front. That was in 1980. We had room 221. I was there with my father. Aww. There's another one. I stayed there in 1986 again, and again in 2000. But they closed in 2007. The real estate was too valuable. It's in Knightsbridge on Basil Street, you know. Oh, here's a list, my late father's list of what we had to do before we rented a little Mini and drove up to Scotland. We were looking at megaliths and standing stones and stuff. This is for the first freak wave. And a cute little card. There's a Siamese cat that my family used to have. And these are pages are empty. There's Debbie D, the Scream Queen. There she is in a sort of vampire Destiny mermaid. Yeah, she's Destiny the vampire mermaid. That's it. Yep. Very, very nice lady. She became a Scream Queen, and she recorded music, and she was a stripper who didn't show pink. You know, she would take, like, the sex thing as far as she could without actually, like, doing hardcore, you know. Oh, I had a friend who was into Steppenwolf. He sent me an autographed picture. That's nice. Ooh, Robert Poss. Ooh, long story there. Hello, Robert. Let's see. Ooh, more Robert Poss. Ooh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Steppenwolf. Okay, there's Debbie. Debbie D. There's Debbie. Very, 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 very nice. And I never met her in person, but my pal did, because she won the mermaid contest at Coney Island one year and stuff. And he said, you know, the photos just don't do her justice. She's way prettier than she ever photographs. See, this is one of those zines, My Secret Life in the Mail by Cheryl Klein of Concord, California. Let's see. Oh, this is from the 70s, I believe. Late 70s. Oh, yeah, here's a lot of stuff fell on the floor. Oh, this is a long clip. This is the photo that I put press type on, but a lot of it's falling away, and it's of an evening with Gerard Malanga. And I set this up because Lynn Tillman introduced me to Gerard, and I loved it. I got to go to his apartment and stuff, and there was Couch and the Gerard Malanga story from Chelsea Girls, In Search of the Miraculous, and Vision by Malanga and Warhol, with the reading by Mr. Malanga. That was at Club 57. Saturday, October 4th, 1980 at 9 p.m. That was $4 to get in. Sleazoid Express and Bikini Girl magazine. Bill Landis died. Okay. Oh, there's Ann Magnuson. She came to my outlaw party right before. It was sort of for my birthday in 1981, and I was getting ready to go to Italy to study for a while and had a party, and she looks great. That's in the lobby of the Plaza Hotel in 1981. Bob Carruthers took that, I'm sure. And here are some reviews of Mondo Barbie, which I'm in, and it made the New York Times summer top 10 reading list for 1993, and there was a reading in New York, and that was fun. My thing was called How Barbie Warped Me. Lesbian Barbie, found in bookstores only. That was a cool anthology. Here's one of the actual invitations to an evening with Gerard Malanga. I would do these up and photocopy them and send them around. Oh, here's an evening I showed George Kuchar's portrait of Ramona, a rarely seen classic, at Club 57. September 21st, 1980. Press need. Presented by Bikini Girl. See, this is a bad quality photocopy. I didn't even have press type. I used some whiteout, you know. They call it Tipex here in France. You know, correction fluid. I just used it like paint to letter directly onto a photocopy of a publicity photo. Oh, here's this nice review that Rod Stryker of Fetish Times did for me in issue 77 in 1980, and the cover said, Bikini Girl, punk porn from a prominent bondage model. Oh, that's nice. Very, very nice review. Okay. What have we got here? Oh, yeah, this was from Subway News. This was from a magazine in the late 70s in Boston. I used to go up to Boston a lot. There's a nice picture of me by Mike Mahan. It's an interview of me. It's just silliness. I say all sorts of rude things. Really, not good. Yeah, my first husband was a fashion photographer. Here's a vomit bag from Mark of the Devil. This vomit bag and the price of one admission will enable you to see the first film rated V for violence, guaranteed to upset your stomach. Positively the most horrifying film ever made. See it soon at a theater near you. Okay. Oh, here's one of those sexy parties, you know, those S&M parties. This one was called Severin's Kiss, and it was in London. Strict dress code, rubber, leather, PVC, lingerie, TV, uniform, and fetish fantasy. First Tuesday of every month, Soho Theatre Club, Stallions, off Charing Cross Road, London. £6 to get in. Strict dress code, no denim, no cameras. This is from when I saw Ima Sumac at the ballroom. I've been a lifelong fan of hers. Just incredible. This is a little flyer and who they were presenting. Eartha Kitt, I saw her too. Blossom Dearie. Oh, really great stuff. Little Anthony. Oh, the ballroom was pretty nice. And they had a tapas bar too. Oh, Dave Phobes made this for me in the late 70s. Residence for Ms. Lisa Baumgardner, executive artist. It's April 79. I used to keep this up over my, taped to the wall over my typewriter at the American Federation of Arts film program. And here's some publicity stuff for Gerard Malanga. Here's an invitation to an organizational meeting of the Ladies Auxiliary of the Lower East Side at Club 57, 57 St. Mark's Place. Men admitted after 11 p.m. Potluck dinner, election of officers, definition of goals, Sunday, August 5th, 7 p.m. Those were fun. Gerard Malanga gave this to me as publicity stuff. This is a dress on 14th Street. I thought it was so cool, you know, like, oh, wow. You know, every time I'd meet a Warhol superstar, I'd be like, oh, this is great. Oh, this is an artist I met. He painted diners. This is some of my artwork. I was never really into this stuff. So, you know, I did Vampirella, Vampy, and I just wasn't really into comic art. Here's a party I had at the Monkey Bar in New York. Thursday, June 18th, 1987. It was for Cordiop, publication by Keith Ramings, Phoenix Dark Messiah by David Alexander, and Bikini Girl by Lisa Herskovich, Cash Bar, 60 East 54th Street. That was a great place until they messed it up. And they fired their great bartender, Mike, right before I think his name was Mike, right before his retirement. A lot of people showed up to this. I still have the photos of it. Oh, there's another thing for Club 57. Oh, that's cool. The Tammy Show. We would show movies. Dick Clark tribute. Rockabilly Hootenanny Hayride. Yep. 10 p.m. DJ. It's a Bikini World. Movies. The Detroit Sound. Get Down. DJ. Oh, Carnival of Souls. Of course, when I moved to France, I saw Les Yeux Sans Visage, Eyes Without a Face, and that was even better. Let's see. The Führers. They signed it. Derek, Tom, and Tom. And this is an art show with Henry Jones. And this is some cartoon by Peter Fabriga. More reviews. Okay, boring. Let's see. Oh, good. Oh, no, it's not what I wanted to show you yet. Okay, my friend's horse died. My paternal grandmother died. Oh, a letter and stuff from Lauren and Yelly. Sunset Marquee, 1200 Alta Loma Road, LA, California. I lived on 9th Street. I think they were recording the first record, the only record, I think, album by Nervous Rex. Very good record. I still have it. I still listen to it. This is for when I got admitted to Hunter College. There's a flyer from Mondo Barbie. And what is this? What is this? Oh, a friend's marriage announcement. Best female friend when I was growing up, Paula. And oh yeah, this is an autograph I got from Griffin Dunn. I saw him in the subway, Bleecker Street subway station. He started in After Hours. That was right where After Hours took place, you know, in Soho. Okay, and I just quietly handed this to him and with my pen, and I didn't make a scene. I used to go to, I'm a Stoogeophile, and I went to a Three Stooges convention, and this is all the documentation of it. I think I'm the only female Stoogeophile I know. This was really fun. This was in the 90s near Philadelphia. Wow, there were a lot of eligible single men there. Hardly any females. There's Kai and Jimmy Joe and Bill. They're dead now. Kai is still around somewhere. This was a Woodstock revival party I had in Ohio for my old Ohio friends in 1989 when I went back from New York. Oh, where's that menu? I don't think I'm going to find it. I've got to find that menu. Here's the Cramps at the Ocean Club. This must have been 1977, 76. Must have been 76, yeah. Cool. Lower Manhattan Ocean Club. Boy, look at how old that is. It's all torn up. They would just, you know, tape those around on signposts and stuff. Here's another letter from Henry when he was in the mental hospital. And it's got a New Wave Vaudeville flyer on the back. Yay, Klaus Nomi. And a bunch of, James Chance, Contortions. Lydia Lunch of Teenage Jesus and the Jerks. And Snooky and Tish. And Christian Hoffman. Yeah. Nomi. That's all it said for Klaus Nomi was Nomi. Lance Loud. And David McDermott was the MC, and it was neat. Suicide! My pal Miriam worked for Red Star, so I got like Suicide and Real Kids, and who was the other group? Oh, well, there was Flesh Tones records, and I have a Suicide button up here, just lots of stuff. That was really great. This is like a proto-zine. This is, Devo put this out. It's like mimeograph. There's a chunk of it missing. The Devo people in Kent used to leave these things around town. Miracle Whip. Arise, arise to the terrible menace that is before you. We, the members of Pro-Evo, a branch group of SDS, Simian Development Society, urge all to mentally arm themselves and remember these things, that mankind has come a long way from its origin as a smelly lump of primordial goo, that we have taken a functionless planet and managed through hard work and careful planning to squeeze it dry of its minimal resources, that through the mass marketing of the humble hamburger we have fed the masses, that we have invented the tin can, and with the addition of extra appendages can roll along the ground in them, can live in them, and then throw them away. All these marvels are under attack here tonight, and we urge you to take communion with us with a slice of Velveeta cheese. For further information, call 672-2050. This year's honorary national chairman, Charlton Heston. Thank you, J. Darwin Scopes. Okay. Club 57, Doris Day, Glass Bottom Boat, and Calamity Jane. Oh, these are little decals. You put them on your drinking glasses, and you flip them over, and you look on the other side of the glass, and the women are naked. This is like World War II period. There's a polyester. Oh, I have 2 polyester scratch things. Oh, finally the menu. Okay. Joey Ramone used to eat here, and he would blow his nose on the linen napkins. And Peter Zaremba took me and Brian here for a celebratory dinner of tandoori chicken after the Flesh Town signed with Red Star. And this was at 78 2nd Avenue. And look at these prices. The special business luncheon, only $1.50. You got either shrimp curry for $1.75, or a choice of chicken, beef, vegetable, egg, keema, or fish curry with rice, dal, and vegetable, also tea for $1.50, or you could get lamb curry for $1.75. Lemon pickle was 50 cents. This was my treat, we had no money. I liked very much lamb korma, and that was a big deal for me to come up with $3. I could eat this maybe once a month. I always went alone, usually, just to get dinner, Shag bhaji or benjal bhaji, $1.75. Complete dinners for $4. Royal Bengal curry dinner. Pakora, soup, condiment. Choice of any curry, rice, fried vegetable. Dal, hot onion relish. Any dessert, tea, or coffee. You could have paratha instead of rice, or pilaf instead of rice, or buna instead of rice for a little bit extra. You could have the best of East dinner, the korma dinner for $4.50. The Ganges vegetable dinner. The biryani dinner was $5, and for 2 it was $9. You could have lassi. Oh, Mayor Koch thought it would that we were allowed to continue bringing in our own beer or wine to places that didn't have liquor licenses, and they would keep it cold for you and serve it for you, and that was legal. This is for when I was soliciting videos for Bikini Girl Volume 10, the video issue. Here's Russ Meyer's autograph. George Blance gave this to me. And women hating. See, this is his feminist stuff. Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens, an all-out assault on today's sexual mores and more, and end-around attack against women's liberation. No, I don't think this is feminist stuff. I don't know. It's for a Russ Meyer Film Festival. I'm sure he would have been very happy if the feminists had shown up. And he signed this for my friend. The Henry Jones Show, a movie I helped him do. Okay, that's it. Very, very long thing. And I may just put music over this or something so you can't hear me yapping. There's the scrapbook on the floor. Okay, see you later.